hope you're all well. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a very festive inspired makeup look. It's quite a dramatic look with nice dark eyes and a bright red lip. So it's going to be perfect for Christmas parties and New Year's Eve parties. And filming this look has really got me in the Christmas spirit. And if you do want to follow me on my Christmas journey this year, you can do. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I will be posting lots of very festive pictures on there, so definitely follow me on there and say hi. But yeah, if you'd like to learn how I created this look, then please just keep watching. So I've already gone ahead and done my foundation and concealer. I have just filmed a video on the L'Oreal True Match and I did a little review and first impressions, so that's why my foundation is already complete. So if you would like to check out that video, I will be popping the link just here and you can see me apply the foundation and get my thoughts on this product. So next, to follow that, I'm just going to powder my skin using my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and this is in the shade Transparent. So I'm just dusting this all over my face. Next I'm going to be moving on to brows, and I'm going to be filling in my eyebrows using this Too True Expert Eyebrow Pencil. This is in the shade 1 and I haven't used an eyebrow pencil for so long, so I thought I'd mix it up a little bit today and fill them in using this. So I'm just ever so lightly going to fill them in, quite natural looking, but just to define the shape a little bit more. So I'm just etching it in underneath the brow. And a little tip is you always want to make sure your eyebrow pencil is super sharp so you get a nice precise line and hair strokes. You don't want to be using a blunt pencil because it's just going to look like you've just drawn them on. You want it to look very natural and precise, so make sure it's sharpened. So now that my brows are complete, I'm going to be moving onto the eyes. And to start off, I'm just going to be using this pigment here, and I've been loving pigments recently. This one is by M. I'm sure I've used this in a video before. It's in the shade 55 and it's a super pretty, as I like to say, chestnutty reddy brown. And I'm just going to be applying a very small amount of that on a crease brush, and I'm just going to be applying this through my crease to warm up the eye, and it's just going to be a nice transition shade for the rest of the shadows. So just applying a small amount of that through the crease, and it doesn't matter if it does go into the lid because we'll be applying a darker shade to the lid anyway. Okay, so the next shadow I'm going to be using, it's actually another pigment, and it's in the shade Deep Ocean by Essential Therapy Pure Mineral Makeup, and this is what the casing looks like. And I would say it's a very dark blue, almost black pigment with flecks of silver in there. So I'm just going to apply this straight onto the eyelid. So just building it up a little bit at a time. Just pushing it up until the crease. And going back in with that same crease brush as before, we're just going to blend that out into the crease. Not blending it too high because we don't want it to be much higher than the crease into the brow bone. We want to keep it generally on the eyelid. Then taking that same M pigment from before, I'm just going to be applying a tiny little bit more of that just through the crease, just to make it all blend in nicely and add a little bit more warmth. Sorry if my voice is really croaky today, I've got a little bit of a cold and it's affecting my throat a little bit, so sorry about that. And then I'm just going in with that same darker pigment as well and just applying that back on top just to make it sparkle a little bit more. Then taking a larger fluffy brush, I'm just going to ever so lightly just blend that line out a little bit more, just so it's nice and blended. Taking a pencil brush, I'm going to be using that first Barry M Pigment again and just running that underneath the bottom lash line. And just smudging that out. Next, using a small angled brush, I'm going to be taking the second dark pigment, just applying that in my lash line. For my waterline, I'm going to be using this eye pencil by Rimmel, and it's the Exaggerate Full Colour Eye Definer in the shade 221 Ocean, so it's a really nice metallic blue. And just applying this in my waterline. It does just catch the light and really like makes the eyes pop and sparkle, and it's super pretty. So it's just a nice extra to add to the eye. Next, I will be adding some liquid eyeliner to my top lash line. For this, I'm going to be using the NYC liquid eyeliner in black. I'm just going to add a very thin line across my top lash line and then ever so lightly just wing it out a very small amount. So then I'm just going to apply some mascara. I'm going to be using the Collection No Clumps Mascara, which I've been loving recently. So I'm just going to apply this to my top and bottom lashes. This mascara is super black, so it really makes your eyes stand out really nicely. So now that the eyes are completed, I'm going to move on to adding a little bit of bronzer to my face, and I'm also just going to do a tiny little bit of contouring with that as well. The bronzer I'm using is one by Makeup Revolution, and it's just the medium matte bronzer, and it's just super good for contouring. I'm just adding it underneath my cheekbones, my temples, and just underneath my jaw as well. The blusher that I'm going to be using for this look is by Sleek, and it's in the shade Pixie Pink. It's just a gorgeous bright pink shade. Just adding a small amount of this because it is very pigmented. Just applying that to the backs of my cheeks and then just bringing it onto the apple, just to add a little bit of colour. Moving on to lips, I'm going to start off by lining them using this Rimmel London lip pencil in the shade 021 Red Dynamite, and this pencil is from the 1000 Kisses range, and it's just a really nice bright red. So just going to start off by lining my lips with that. And then the lipstick I'm going to be using is a new one from Makeup Revolution that I picked up recently. It's a matte lipstick and it's in the shade Dare, and it's just a super pretty bright red shade. So it's perfect for this time of the year. So I'm just going to go straight in with that. So as you can see, it's just a super bright red lipstick, and I think it looks really nice with the dark eyes. And I know some people don't like to do a red lip with quite dramatic eyes, but I think it's Christmas and it's party season, so why not? But if you did want to do a more neutral lip, you can do a nice glossy nude lip. I think would look really nice with this look as well. So it's entirely up to you how you want to wear it. So this is the finished makeup look. I think it's perfect for Christmas parties, New Year's Eve parties, or just feeling festive. Just a really nice festive dramatic look. So I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it and you would like to see some more festive inspired tutorials. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!